Hi there, welcome in. Today we're going to be doing a video all about our new addition to the collection, aka this will make a fine addition to our collection. Now, I've had this for a little bit now, but it's never really been a part of anything. It was never a part of the background. It was never a part of any videos. And it just kind of sat idly by, waiting for me to find a place for it. And while I don't have a complete place for it yet, I thought it's officially time to add to the canon of our channel. Now, perhaps from the thumbnail you kind of understand what's going on here. And if you understand how my background looked before, how there were lightsabers on all the shelves and Legos and everything, you might be able to guess it's one of those two things. And as the thumbnail and title suggests, you probably solved it. You're smart. You're a smart cookie. So, what lightsaber could it possibly be? There's so many. There's even, I've come to learn, a Revan lightsaber, which I really want to get my hands on because he's like one of my favorite non-canon Star Wars characters out there. Is he canon at this point? I don't know. He was in the Clone Wars deleted scenes. That's cool. But the Old Republic book with him in it, I'm pretty sure was classified as Legends. I don't know if that's been fixed. I don't know. I'm saying all this, and it is not the lightsaber. It is not the Yoda lightsaber. We've already seen the Obi-Wan and the Anakin and the Luke and Leia and all those ones we've seen in the background already. Now, it is a recent Lego minifigure that we got, and we got for the first time. It is Pulp Fiction legend, Marvel leader, absolute icon, Mace Windu, aka Samuel L. Jackson's lightsaber. Now, this lightsaber has been around, and the reason I didn't have a place for it at the last place was I wanted it to stick out, and I couldn't ever come up with an idea of how to make that happen. But now that we are in our new setup, we've got tons of opportunity. So, without further ado, a little bit of history, a little bit of fun, a little bit of happiness, sadness, all the emotions. Let's get into seeing this new lightsaber. And this is just a slip cover, so I'm going to slide it out. Alright, we've got the lightsaber right here. And right here, we've got the purple insignia for the Jedi. The only purple insignia I've seen out there so far. Now, I do like what they did with the design of this box. I will say, however, the ones from the Disney parks are really cool how they come with that plastic version of this. This one is certainly not that, but it's got the same cool design. It's kind of like It feels like the in-between a little bit. Opening it up right here. And we've got our first look at the lightsaber. We've got a bit of grip here, a lot of grip down here. We've got the gold right here, silver color right here, and it's kind of all around just this mix of purple and silver, because Mace Windu was an absolute baller, and he had to let the world know through his lightsaber. It's crazy how Darth Sidious is the only other person I know that chose this mixture of gold and silver. And the fun part about that is Mace Windu actually pushed the limits of what it really meant to be a Jedi. The reason they've come up with for Mace Windu having a purple lightsaber is because he was constantly pushing that barrier of, is it a Sith ability or is it a Jedi ability? Is it a light side force ability? Is it a dark side force ability? And honestly, Mace Windu is known for kind of pushing into the dark side a little bit to achieve his tasks. And his whole story is really cool. I know at first they were just like, what color lightsaber do you want, blue or green? And Sam Jackson was just like, I want purple. But the story they've built around it now is really cool. I would suggest looking at a channel like Star Wars Theory and figuring out, those things, or your other favorite Star Wars channels. There's so many out there. I just remember from my days in that whole grouping that I would watch Star Wars Theory. But we've seen the lightsaber now for a little bit. We've seen this lightsaber. But gotta get the cap out. And now we have the stage set. This comes with a few things actually. This, I believe, is this is a belt clip. Set that off to the side. This is a stand. This is part of the stand. Put that up there. And then finally, we've got these two little hooks right here. And we will also put those hooks right there. We have the directions also. But what I'm trying to get to is, I believe underneath should be the blade so that I can show you the color of this bad boy. And there is the long foam piece. What are we dealing with here? Just a little foam padding, I would believe, for the mount. Alright, so now we have the blade. The blade. And for those of you that aren't as versed in either Star Wars or just sword fighting in general, this is considered the hilt, and this part, the part of the sword that actually has the sharp parts, is the part that's actually the blade. Now, there's more specific parts of it that I'm not going to get into, but there's actually a lot more about swords than the average person realizes. While I take this off, I was trained in theater combat, so that's why I know a bit about swords and all of that jazz, because of the fact that I knew, or I'm technically trained in unarmed and broadsword, so that's why I know a little bit about swords. Let's see here. I'm really glad I didn't talk during that, because I would have had to quiet the whole thing. Let's finish this up. Alright, so this is it with the blade. I'm going to take a quick hiatus and go put the new batteries in, because these batteries have been in way too long and I need to switch them out so that we can actually see the color that it is meant to be. So hold on tight and I will see you in 3, 2, 1. There we go. We got our little screwdriver here. We've got our battery pack and we've got our batteries. So let's just continue on. And there we go. It's loose enough to take out. Just gonna take this part out here, if it so chooses. There we go. Okay. So, okay, I see. So this actually was just like a piece of tape almost. There's one battery out and one battery in. Ooh, that's the spring side, that's why it's so hard. There we go, 2 batteries out. 2 batteries in. And finally, 3rd battery out. 3rd battery in. And we put this back over here. And there we go. It is ready to go back in the lightsaber. So we're just gonna find the groove of where this goes in. There we go. And we're gonna place back in the bottom. Now, if I've done this right, alright. I had to make it a little lower for the noise, obviously, but it was very cool, very bright, very purple. And that will be the end of this video. I wanted to show you this new lightsaber. You know, it's eventually going to end up in the background in some way, shape, or form because it is such a cool lightsaber, such a unique lightsaber. So I hope you enjoyed. I thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.